how to price your products on Shopify when dropshipping. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 of the most important factors on how to price your products on Shopify when dropshipping. I'm happy you found this video, as most of the stuff you've listened to regarding pricing is totally wrong. Interestingly enough, it's not quite as simple as adding a 30% margin and that's it. There are other things to take into account too, which I'll cover in this video. Hi, my name is Craig from Hartz Brands. I've been working in and launching e-commerce company businesses since 1999, whilst also bootstrapping my own 7-figure brand. I've developed an e-commerce blueprint that is a culmination of everything that I've learned over the years about what it takes to succeed online. From SEO to conversion rate optimization to social media and marketing and content creation. And I'm going to tell you everything, no secrets here. Enough about me, let me help you. Sit back, relax, let's go. Profit margin and markup. I see this mistake often. Profit margin and markup are different accounting terms that use the same inputs. However, they show different information. The difference between margin and markup is that the margin refers to the sales minus the cost of goods sold, the COGS, while the markup refers to how much you increase the cost price by. Selling at the right price is important. If you sell them too high, then you won't sell many items. If you sell them too low, then it can be hard to make money. Margin is the sales minus the cost of making it. If you sell something for $100 and then it costs $60 to make, then the margin is $40. The percent of margin is 40%. Markup is the number you add to a product with a cost to figure out the price. For example, if a product costs $60 and you want to sell it for $100, then the markup is $40. The markup percentage is 66%. Now that you know the difference between markups and margins, markups, margins, margins, markups, you might be wondering which figure to use. Personally, to find a selling price, we use the markup. Next up is pricing by traffic source. Beware, this is a pretty advanced strategy. I did want to share this with you though. No secrets here. Pricing by traffic source is a great way to increase profits, but there are 2 challenges with this approach. First, how do you determine which traffic sources are worth more than the others? And second, how can your Shopify store tell what price to show for a product when they came from Google Shopping as opposed to Facebook, for instance? Let me give you a use case as why we use this strategy. If you watch any of our other videos, you'd know that Google Shopping is one of our favourite traffic sources here at Hartz Brands. Shopping ads have always performed the best for us in terms of conversion rates and cost per acquisition. It's intent-based traffic. People are looking right here, right now for your product. Love it. Google Shopping shows the pictures of your products as well as other things like if you offer free shipping, reviews, or any promotions you may have on at that time. With that said, Google Shopping traffic can be very price sensitive in terms of click-through rate. The key to success with Google Shopping traffic is finding the balance between price and profit. A lower price improves the quality of your product feed for your customer. It's a better offer. And that also means that Google will see more clicks from their ads and therefore reward you for it with more impression share. But there's an obvious limit to how low you can go. You don't want to lose money on getting the sell, right? Or do you? Do I? That depends. You need to do your cohort analysis to determine if this is a good move or not. If and when your customers buy from you again, and if so, after how long from the first purchase. I'll cover this important point in just a minute. Going back to Google Shopping prices. If you price low, you will get more sales. Makes sense, right? If you are doing your cross-sells, upsells, and most importantly, your post-purchase upsells correctly, you can turn a decent profit. Or you can keep your prices as they normally are, be less competitive, and take sales as and when they come in. I can tell you from personal experience, you don't have to be the cheapest on Google Shopping and still make tons of profit. However, just imagine if you had that tons and tons of sales traffic at a lower profit on the initial sale. Think of all those repeat customers. That is where the real magic happens. So what we sometimes do here at Hartz Brands is we have a cheaper price for our Google Shopping buyers versus our Facebook buyers. Don't tell our Facebook buyers. Facebook buyers are buying on a whim. They are not price checking, therefore you can charge a premium for your product with that traffic source. Making sense? Ask yourself, is this person searching specifically for the product, in which case price sensitivity can be an issue, or are they buying on a whim? Now again, you don't have to be the cheapest. How do you price the same product differently on Shopify? If you want to know exactly how we got around this issue with product tags and a couple of custom app setups, head over to hartzbrands.com/YouTube and sign up to our notifications. Should I tell you the next trick? Okay, sod it. When there were supply chain issues last year, I asked myself, where can I get suppliers that I know have the product in stock guaranteed? After all, selling a product for profit wasn't the issue. The issue was getting the product to the customer. So I thought, eBay. You can't list an item on eBay without having it in stock. So I did a test. I put a few eBay products on a Shopify store. I added a markup and promoted in Google Shopping. Boom! People were buying a lot, but they could have just gone onto eBay and bought it themselves for 30% less. Madness! Now, this can scale. And it was. We launched store after store with the same technique. We now automate it all. You don't want to hear about this, right? You're here to find out how to price your products on Shopify when dropshipping. But if you do want to hear all about this, then maybe I'll make a case study so that you can do it. Then head over to hartzbrands.com/YouTube and sign up to our notifications. I'll then send you the case study. Okay, let's carry on. Now of the point I made earlier about repeat customers and losing money on top of your funnel traffic. Let me ask you this. Can you afford to be in the red for 30 days and then be in the black on day 31? In other words, can you sustain a negative cash flow? Are your pockets deep enough? You need to be on top of your cohort analysis. What is a cohort analysis in e-commerce? E-commerce cohort analysis is a fascinating way to understand your customers by putting them in groups with similar traits. The data shows how often they shop, what kind of purchases they make, and for how long these shoppers stay loyal customers or leave you quickly, or as we call them, one-hit wonders. Remember, the data never lies. E-commerce cohort analysis is an effective tool for understanding the entire customer lifecycle, from their first purchase to their last purchase to their predicted next purchase. If you have this data, you can be assured that if you lose a little money on acquiring the first purchase, you'll make it up and turn a profit at a later date. Again, I'll create a more in-depth video on how to do this. Sign up, it's free at hartzbrands.com/YouTube. Next up, do you have a funnel in place? By funnel, I mean on-site cross-sells, upsells, post-purchase upsells. By increasing your initial AOV, average order value, you can be in profit, maybe not from the initial product the customer came to buy, but from the cross-sells and upsells that you offered them. And of course, make sure you have your email marketing, SMS marketing, push notifications, and retargeting set up. You'll increase your LTV, lifetime value, of your customers and be in profit. How to price your products on Shopify when dropshipping is not as simple as it seems if you are advanced in e-commerce. If you are a beginner though, I would say between a 30% to 50% margin would be the bog standard. That means if the cost of your product is $100 and you retail it for $150, your profit is $50 and margin is 33.33%. Come and sign up to my VIP notifications list over at hartzbrands.com/YouTube. It's free for now to join, and I send you videos that I don't post on YouTube. If you could do with an extra $100 or £100 a day, check out the next video. I'm going to show you how you can make an easy $100 a day online. It's the exact system I use to make around $900, which is about £670 in about 6 days. It's on the screen now. And please leave me a comment and let me know if you found this video useful.